Big knockout left from Red Critter. This one might be off the hill. Bobby gonna try to come in. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game 2 of our second semifinal. Jazzafrazz Cobblers face off against the Cosmic Cove Novas here in Yoshi Park. Jazzafrazz currently up 1 game in the series, a win here, and they'll be joining the Rogueport Bullies in the finals. Can the Novas hold on, or will they too be upset by the underdog? Bobby Hill, line drive out left, bounces off the warp pipe for a lead-off single. Blue Toad next up. Mario misses the zone inside, doesn't quite find the strike. Misses outside as well. Blue Toad not chasing. 3 balls for Mario, another whiff here, and he walks Blue Toad. But a big line drive from Blue Toad won't quite beat out the run speed from Mario. Bobby, almost at second, forced to turn around and retreat back to first. Starred Blitter next up for the Cobblers, and a big hit out left will get past the train. Off the wall, Bobby gonna come in on third. It just barely slides in on the bag in time. Red Magic Koopa now up runners in the corners. Novas only having found 1 out. They need to stop things here before Bobby can come in. Striking a ball from Mario so far. Magic Koopa hasn't swung yet. Will make contact there. This one's gonna thread the needle up through center field. Bobby waits for it to touch down and will be way too late coming in home. Doesn't hustle off the base, and suddenly no more outs for the Cobblers as Peach comes up, and they've lost their runner on third. Peach doesn't clear the infield. Daisy makes the pickup at second. The Novas get out of a sticky situation, not letting any damage get through. Cobblers now clear the dugout, come out to play defense as the Novas come up to bat. Linda starting off, but the demon from Jazzafrazz takes the mound. Toadsworth, a menace to many teams. The Novas able to get him off the mound quickly in game 1, only lasting 2 innings. Can they do the same here? Daisy, big swing out left, but it will be a foul ball. Goes for the slap, and a dive from Blitter makes that second out. Big hit from Daisy, but we see the effect of that pre-charge on her big charge swing. No more outs for the Novas as Mario comes up. Strike 1. Oh, just a ball. Doesn't quite have the zone. Poor contact. Mario tips it off, and a grounder over to second will be out at first. Cobblers lead the Novas through a 1-2-3 inning. The Novas will play defense once more as Jazzafrazz steps up, top of the second. Red Toad leading off, a game-winning 3-run knock under his belt in the previous game. Can the Road Warrior do it again? He's on 2 strikes. Slap hit will get down. Big hit for Red Toad as he comes to first. Brown Critter now up at bat. 1 ball. Big hits from Britter. He's got perfect contact as he shoots that out center field. Paratroopa gonna try to get there, but just, barely in the nick of time. Paratroopa helps Mario jump the buddy toss. They get up there and they catch that home run. Britter, a dinger denied. Huge buddy jump from the duo in center and right. Paratroopa, not the fastest, but just barely fast enough to stop that one. Toadsworth, a slap won't clear the infield. The Crocodile makes the catch and turns the double play in on first. The Novas get out of another inning without letting any slide through. 2 close calls across 2 innings as the Cobblers almost get runs in. But the Novas defense clutches up when it matters. Can their offense do the same? The Redwood up next. Slap hit from Red Pianta. will be a single. Runner on for Dry Bones. Star pitch from Toadsworth. He won't swing on it. Strike one. There's the slow changeup. Tipped it off, and that gets down. Dusty. A single to move Red Pianta into scoring position. Paratroopa up. A great shot to pull some runners in home. Can he make it? Slap from Para will be a grounder into the double play. Paratroopa gives up 2 outs as they get the double, but Red Pianta able to move to third in scoring position. It's going to be all in on Mario. Strike one. Takes the ball, winding up this time, but the pre-charge. Can Mario handle it? Launches one out left, a line drive gets down, and that's going to be Red Pianta in. Nova's an RBI single from Red Me Mario as they get on the board. An early lead is exactly what they're looking for, as they want to do as much damage to Toadsworth as possible to get him off the mound. Dark Bones now up 1 strike, and a slap hit doesn't quite have the height. Blitter makes the dive at short. Critter catch coming in clutch. Novas will end the inning there. Hand the bats back over to the Cobblers for their turn on offense. But they've got a 1-run lead. Cobblers playing from behind. Area that they usually struggle in. Strike one for Blue Shy Guy. Will go for the star swing. Forces the error off Daisy, but Paratroopa right in position to catch it off the bounce. Blue Shy Guy unable to get on even with the star being spent. Bobby, however, threads one right up the needle. Another single for Bobby Hill. Blue Toad up at bat. Mario gonna spin the star. There's the fireball fastball. Strike one. Slap hit from Blue Toad. The runners will advance. Blitter now up 2 on, 1 in scoring position, and he's got good chemistry buffs. Is this his time? Not perfect contact. Will just be a pop fly out at the wall, but the train's coming in. Mario able to get past it just in time. Makes the catch on the far side of the tracks. Blitter stopped for now. Red Magic Koopa up. No more outs, and another pop fly outright. Could go over the fences. They've got the Kim, and they will make the buddy jump. Train too far off. Red Magic Koopa swings for the fences, tries to bring him in. Just doesn't get it. Cobblers stopped in the top of the third once more. Leaving runners stranded every single inning so far, unable to bring him in home. Novas, another shot at offense. Can they extend their lead here? As we go to the bottom of the third, the Crocodile up. Still has to deal with Toadsworth. Striking a ball. Slugs that one. Will be a line drive out at the track. Bobby hustling after it. Red Critter gets his single. Linda next up in the batter's box. Strike one. Big pop fly from Linda. Bobby will be there. Is he far enough out from the train? He is. Critter forced to pull back to first. Starred Daisy now up to try to bring him in. Wind up early. Swing and a miss. Strike one Daisy. Big hit. Bobby, however, comes in from center. Cobblers find 2 outs. They don't want to let Red Critter get further ahead. Mario now going to try for the charge swing. All one. Big slap, but a dive from Blitter finds the 3rd out. Cuts that far to the left, but Blitter's able to make the diving catch. Keeps this game close. Novas will leave the Crocodile stranded on first. They still lead by 1, and Cobblers haven't managed to find any runs yet. Peach, deep line drive outright, will have a little bit too much hang to it. Paratrooper comes in, makes the catch. Red Toad next up. Strike 1, Red Toad. Slap hit for the Road Warrior, comes down into the gap. Red Toad gets the single. Runner on for Britter. There's the windup. Strike 1. Strike 2 for Britter. Contact on this one. It's out left. Is it going to stay fair? No, just barely foul. Slap hit this time, and a dive from Daisy turns the double play. Novas, once again, an elite defense, stopping the Cobblers from gaining any ground. Bottom of the 4th, Novas get their shot to extend once more. Still a 1-run ball game. Red Pianta leading off. Strike 1 from the Toadsworth changeup. Slap hit, gets down. Blue Toad not quite fast enough to get there. Dusty Bones up next, a runner on. Big hit out left. Another solid slap. 2 on for Paratrooper. All for Para. Big hit, gets past Blue Critter as well. Paratrooper will load the bases. Mario up next at bat. Star pitch from Toadsworth, but a star swing from Mario gets down. Will be an RBI single. Mario puts another run on for the Novas, both now coming off of his bat this game as Red Pianta slides in home. Dark Bones up next. Bases still loaded. Great chemistry. Just goes for the slap. Blue Shy Guy not gonna get there, but Dry Bones held up on third, just didn't run. Will be forced out at home. Over now to the Crocodile to try to clear the bases himself. Strike 1. Big wind up, Red Critter. The devastating pre-charge, turning that one into a pop fly. Bobby and Blue Toad both will be hit by the train, and it'll manage to get down. That's going to be multiple runners in. A 2 RBI double for the Crocodile. Paratrooper and Mario both able to trot in home. The outfielders, no patience, not looking where they're going. Had they waited just a fraction of a second, they would have been able to make the catch. Toadsworth, that will be it. The demon of Jazzafrazz comes off the mound, goes over to third. The Novas have unlocked their power potential. Peach up on the mound. Linda sends one out left. Bobby narrowly avoids the train this time. Will make the catch, but that's going to be a Linda sac fly. Dark Bones coming in home, able to score. Red Critter still on second. Daisy up now, trying to bring him in. Strike 1, Daisy. Each sends out the star pitch. Daisy gonna ground over to Red Magic Koopa. He'll pick it up just before it touches down. Novas find 4 in the 4th. And may have blown this game open. A 5-0 lead. The Cobblers still struggle to get their offense together. Mario sends out the star pitch against Toadsworth. Strike 1. Contact. Daisy will make the diving catch. Big grab from Daisy. Blue Shy Guy now up. Strike one, Blue Guy. Grounder from Blue Shy Guy. Red Critter will be stunned by the Pow Block. He'll be able to make it in on first before the throw comes in. Bobby Hill next up. Bobby, contact on the fastball. Red Critter jumps too soon, but recovers with a quick dive. Throws himself backwards to make that catch as the Crocodile secures another out. Blue Shy Guy stuck on first. Can Blode bring him in? Big hits out deep from Blode. Will get down. Train gonna stop them from picking that one up in a timely fashion. Mario does bring it in eventually. Blue Shy Guy able to get to third. Runners in the corners for Blitter. Strike one. Can Starred Blitter bring him in here and now? A line drive outright. Will be one run as the Cobblers get their first. An RBI single from Blue Critter. Blue Shy Guy able to come in from third, makes it home. Big hits from Blitter, and now runners in the corners for Red Magic Koopas. The Cobblers look to keep it going. Pop up. Mario not gonna get there. Bobbles it as well. Recovers quickly from the mistake. The Red Magic Koopa able to bring Blue Toad in home. Blitter held up on second, but two runners on. Peach comes out, and it's another stare down as the captains face off. Slap hit from Peach doesn't get past Daisy. The super dive underneath that one. She manages to make the catch. Will end the fifth. Cobblers get two. They're inching closer towards the Novas. But the Novas no longer dealing with Toadsworth. Able to start slugging seriously. And the Cobblers defense hold on. Mario knocks one deep right. A line drive will be grabbed by Blue Toad. Makes the catch in right field. Red Pianta next up. Another star pitch from Peach. She's spinning the stamina. This one's out towards the train. Blue Shy Guy. Is he gonna get there? He will. Just barely avoids the edge of the train and makes the catch. Peach, another star pitch as Dusty Bones slaps one out into the gap. It'll be a single for Dusty. Peach spending all those stars, burning through the stamina so fast. Paratroopa now up. Gets one through the needle. Paratroopa a single, puts two on for Mario, and Peach wore herself out too quickly. Will go over to second as Red Magic Koopa comes up to replace her. Magical catch offline in the infield. Can the Novas take advantage? Star pitch from Red Magic Koopa, gonna be clobbered. Mario will line out to center. The Novas get out of the jam. Cobblers, top of the sixth, didn't let the Novas score. Red Toad now up. The Road Warrior leading off. Strike one. Strike two for Red Toad. Slap hit, gets down past Daisy. She doesn't get the dive off in time. Lead off single for the Road Warrior. Runner on for Britter. Wind up. Peanut Britter, perfect contact. Shot way out left. The train's gonna come in. Will disrupt the chemistry. A two-run knock for Britter. Brown Critter puts the Cobblers back in close. They go up 4-5, trailing by one behind the Novas. Mario reaching the end of his stamina as well. Toadsworth up next. Still no outs this inning. Mario gonna start spinning the stars if he's not gonna be able to stick around. Toadsworth line outright. Daisy makes the diving catch at second. Over to Blue Shy Guy as Daisy comes up to pitch. Mario Gotta be working defensively over there now. No more incredible dive. Leaves a gap in their defense too. 2 strikes for Blue Shy Guy. Hasn't swung yet. Contact there. Mario will get the pickup on the grounder. Out at first. They found 2 outs, but they're back up to the top. Bobby Hill at bat. Slap from Bobby. Gets through. Mario not able to grab it. Single for Bobby. Runner on for Blode. Strike 1, Blode. There's the star pitch from Daisy. Does he know not to swing? He doesn't. Fly out infield. Crocodile makes the catch. Cobblers take the bait and will end the inning right before Blue Critter gets a chance to bat. They'll play defense now. Bottom of the 6th as the Novas come up to try to extend. They need to buy a little bit more insurance. As we get late into this game, Dark Bones. Garth gets one outright. But it's going to go through the warp pipe. Garth came off. Thought he might have a shot going for second, but as it pops out right next to him, thinks better of it. The Crocodile now up, strike 1. Big knockout left from Red Critter. This one might be off the hill. Bobby gonna try to come in, and it'll be just over the top. Crocodile sends one out left, and that's gonna roll over the top of the hill. Blue Shy Guy and Bobby just not quite there. Red Critter brings in 2. The Novas getting a sizable lead now, and Red Magic Koopa off the mound. He's got no stamina. Will be out in right field. Blue Toad coming up to pitch. No more Kim in right for the Cobblers. Slap hit for Linda. Not going to get past Blue Critter. Cobblers find the first out. Daisy next up. Strike 1, Daisy. Big hit for Daisy out left. Train gonna be going into the tunnel. Will it come back out in time? Not quite. Bobby and Blue Shy Guy able to make the buddy jump. Daisy dingers denied. Sends it out left. They do still have chemistry on that side. Be able to use it to ensure that another home run isn't surrendered to the Novas. Mario now up. No more outs. His team in a solid position. Slap hit from Mario will get down in the gap. Single for the plumber and team captain. Puts a runner on for Red Pianta, the Redwood. Strike 1, Red Pianta. Slap hit, gets down. Red Pianta. Another single moves the runners ahead. Dusty Bones up next. One of the most solid slap hitters we've seen all season. Can he bring Mario in? Big hit up center. Mario gonna go to third. Dusty will load the bases. Paratroopa up. Big wind up para. Strike 1. Another wind up. Rockets this one outright. Gonna get down. That's gonna be multiple runners in. 1 and 2. A 2 RBI single for Paratroopa as Mario and Red Pianta both come in. Paratroopa, an incredible performance so far this game. So many runs scored off of his bat. Mario up next at the plate. Big drive out center from Mario. Bobby will make the catch to end the inning. No more get through. But the Novas another 4 runs. They've got a 5-run lead over the Cobblers once again. Cobblers running out of time to mount an offense. Blue Critter will start off. Pops one up center. Train will be well past that, no disruption. Mario makes the catch. It's gonna be a fly out for Blue Critter. Red Magikoopa next up. The Daisy Star Pitch comes out. He'll take a bite, and this one's going to Mario. Makes the catch. Doesn't know better, and the Cobblers surrender another out to the Daisy Star Pitch. Peach, line drive out left, gonna be grabbed by the Crocodile. The Novas take them 3 up, 3 down. Cobblers can't get anything through. The Novas another shot to extend their lead as we go to the bottom of the 7th. Dark Bones leading off. Strike 1, Dark Bones. Wind up. Big hits from Garth out left. The train, however, will pass through, and that's going to be a fly out at the wall. Blue Shy Guy makes the catch at the track. 1 out as Red Critter comes up. The Crocodile knocks one outright. The train's coming in close. They've got Kim, but it's going to be just off the top of the wall. No Kim, no chance. Red Critter. Unsure if it was going off the back or going over, and they don't have the Kim anyways. The Crocodile pushes another one through for the Novas. A 6-run lead as Linda comes up. Strike 1, Linda Belcher. Grounder over to Toadsworth on third. He'll send that into Britter on first. No more outs left as Star Daisy comes up next. Big drive out left. Blue Shy Guy will get behind it, makes the catch. Cobblers, top of the 8th. We've seen the power that this team can wield, but is it just a little bit too late? They're down by 6. Red Toad up, sends one outright. Be a leadoff single for the Road Warrior. Britter now up, a runner on. Big hits from Britter out center. It's just going to be a pop fly. Train not going to be there in time. Mario makes the catch. Fly out center for Britter. Toadsworth next up. Strike 1 from Daisy. She stands firm on the mound. Wilson out the star pitch. Tries to bait him on pitch number 2, and he'll take another swing at it. Delivered right to the Crocodile, bobbles it, but recovers. Red Critter makes the catch. Blue Shy Guy next up at bat, strike 1. Poor contact off the hands. Blue Guy will get in because of the shell. The air item support from Bobby Hill clutching up and keeping this inning alive. Bobby. Strike 1, Bobby. Slap hit, but a grounder over to Red Critter. They'll go the short way for the out. Cobblers unable to rally in the 8th. Novas another shot in the bottom half of the inning. Can they take their lead even further? Big drive out center for Mario, but Bobby's got it. Comes in and makes the catch. Red Pianta up next. Slap hit from the Redwood. Gonna get down as well. Single for Red Pianta. Dusty Bones now up at bat. Slap hit. Blue Critter is gonna get there. Will be the double play. Novas quick through the 8th. They'll be taking their 6-run lead to the top of the 9th. Cobblers still dealing with Daisy on the mound. They may not be able to rally like they did last game as Blode leads off. Strike 1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 for Blode. Slap hit. Gets down. Blue Toad. The leadoff single. A runner on for Starred Blitter. Strike 1. Winds up this time, but takes strike 2. around up center. Darkbone's going to be in position. Can Garth and Mario make the jump? They can. Loses so much height right at the end. Load retreats to first. The Blitter Dinger denied in center field. Mario and Darkbones get that first out. Only 2 left for the Cobblers. Red Magic Koopa up next. Slap hit, gets down. Red Mage a single. Runners up for Peach, 1 in scoring position. Slap hit from Peach, but a dive from the Crocodile will be the double play. Novas take it over the Cobblers. They refuse to be swept in this series. And we will see a game 3. 10-4 victory for the Novas as they remind us why they're our 2nd seed team. A great start to their playoff. Can they bring this back around and win it all? We'll have to look in game 3, but for the time being, let's take a peek at our MVP. This one going to the Crocodile, some incredible stuff coming off of his bat, and of course, always an electric defense. Very, very well done. A peek at our box scores shows us some low numbers from the Cobblers, unable to break through the pitching depths of the Novas this time. But the Novas, what a great showing. 3 players, all above 100. Some electric stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here in the Mushroom Baseball League. Game number 3 coming up next, so stay tuned. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. If you're really liking what we're doing here, check out the Discord. Link in the description below. See you in the next one.